A Simcoe woman has found herself in hot water after an incident involving a water gun. She says a neighbor called police after she accidentally sprayed him with a toy water gun. Not only did police show up, but they charged her. CTV's Jeff Pickle joining us now with more on this. And Jeff, really no laughing matter here. The woman facing a rather serious charge.
Tony, very serious. And Wendy Washik is a 58-year-old educational assistant. She says she was playing around with some kids from the neighborhood at a backyard barbecue when she accidentally hit the neighbor with the water from the water gun. Police were called and they have laid a charge of assault with a weapon.
Yeah, very similar to that, like a pump style.
On most days, it's a harmless toy. But right now, a water gun is a major source of anxiety for 58-year-old Wendy Washik.
I've cried myself to sleep many nights.
According to Washik, she was visiting neighbors in a backyard and started playing with some of the kids.
And because I love kids and work with kids, I asked him if he had any water guns, and he said, yeah.
Washik says she was chasing one of the kids from the backyard to the front yard when the incident happened.
I was trying to figure out how the water gun was working. It's not like I play with water guns at this age. As I was going through the gate, and it accidentally hit the neighbor that was like maybe 3 feet away cutting his grass.
She says the man called police, who arrived and spoke with him, but she says police never talked to her.
They had told my husband to bring your wife out of the backyard, that I'm being charged with assault with a weapon. They didn't ask me one single question. They didn't interview one single person.
Washik, who works as an educational assistant, says she has been put on leave by her school board.
And the mental and financial stress that has been put on my family, my children, and my husband is not right and is not fair.
Neighbors say they've had ongoing issues with the man who phoned police.
Lots of neighbors, police called on him, and they're constantly here.
It's been a reoccurring issue on the street of police being at his house for very, very minor issues.
Bobby and her son Liam say they crossed the street just to avoid the man's home.
The friends are allowed to come to our house, but we no longer allow them to come to this house.
The neighbors we spoke with say they feel police are being weaponized against them.
I don't think it should be that way. I think our system's really messed up when it comes to that.
We all get along fine. We're not calling the police on our other neighbors. It's always the one individual who's calling the police out.
According to Norfolk County OPP, they will not comment on specifics of this incident, but do say we are committed to maintaining high standards in our investigative work, regardless of how the public may perceive the allocation of resources. The Washik family have retained a lawyer, and their daughter started a GoFundMe page to help with legal expenses, but Wendy is hopeful the situation is resolved long before it gets to a courtroom.
And we did attempt to speak with the person who called police, but they did not appear to be home at the time. Neighbors on the street say there's been growing tensions there for a long time, and after this most recent incident, many more feel on edge. Tony.
Okay, Jeff, thanks so much. CTV's Jeff Pickle with that story.